It's your boy, Comedian Mark Gregory, and this is the Living Out Loud Morning Show. And we
used to be the Wake Up.
And we are at LOL Thursday. We got my man, Comedian Damon Williams, just destroyed it. Damon, what's going on, man?
Man, first of all, I'm glad to be here. I'm hoping the microphone can hear me.
Okay.
No, it's always a pleasure, man, messing with you. You know that, bro. You my dude. You come to Chicago, you rip. I've been in this room before, and I knew it was going to be grown, and it was just fun as I expected.
Okay, was there any moment of tonight that stood out, i.e. lipstick? Anybody?
Well, you know, I'm nearsighted, so I ain't see that dude for my first few minutes.
Okay.
So when I told the joke and everybody looked, I'm like, oh, kid, okay. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know what, I thought it was a very slender, hard-faced woman.
Yeah, what happened was it was a dude in the front row with lipstick on and a skirt. So
his face was beat up.
It was dope, though. It was dope.
Yeah.
He made it fun. He laughed. Yeah, he laughed, so it's cool.
Yeah.
So question, how long you been doing comedy, Damon?
He laughed?
He laughed.
Okay.
Yeah.
They laughed. Right. Somebody laughed.
Right. This is my 23rd year in this business. Been doing this since, you know, Def Jam came out. So I started in November '92. So come November 2016, it'll be 24 years.
24. So tell the people, man, run down some of your resume. You done done it all.
Well, if you just go ahead and Google that, we can still.
Oh, that's right. Google that.
No, actually, I started in Chicago. I was under George Wilborn and Bernie Mac. And Adele Givens was the host the first time I did open mic, so I came up in a really strong circuit. And back then, and up until maybe mid-2000s, Chicago had a very unified comedy circuit, and each one tried to bring one along. So we have fun. So subsequently, Bernie and D.L. Hughley got me a chance to open for the Kings of Comedy too. I was supposed to do one date, and then I did 2, and then I did 30. So yeah, it was a blessing. So throughout my career, I've had a lot of people look out for me. Like when I got Comic View early on, back in the day when we started. I don't know how long you've been doing it. Yeah, see, back in them days, if you got on Comic View or Def Jam, you had a career. You could work colleges. Now there's really no outlet that gives a united audience where everybody can do their good 5 minutes and be out here. So now you got to do your social media. You got to grind.
Yeah. So speaking of putting people on, where you are right now, 2016.
Right.
Here you're on the Tom Joyner Morning Show.
Yeah.
Tell us how that's going.
Well, that's a beautiful thing because Tom has 100 markets, 8 million listeners. You know, they're getting a little older, but I'm trying to cater to that. You know, and then. Like now the format with the boom format, if you are familiar, the old school hip hop is now old school basically. So you got to kind of conform to that to get into the mode of what's going on. Because now us, you know, 40 and 50 something, that's who are listening to hip hop.
You 40?
I'm 51. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. I made 51 a couple days ago.
Black don't crack.
Yeah.
You said 51, like 51 years old?
Yeah, man. So I was born before they killed King. Seriously, I cried when it happened. So,
using your mother's name?
Man, no, I was 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was born in 65. They killed him in 68. I remember everybody having, we couldn't go outside. It was a right. But that being said, you know, I've seen a lot. So, I know what's up with the youth aspects. I did colleges. That was my predominant market. That might have been a blessing and a curse because I didn't pursue Hollywood because I was getting checks at those schools. Now, those people are my consumer because they're adults. So I run into people, I see a brother like this, like, oh man, you came to my school in 2002, man, it was hilarious. You know, it'd be a big grown dude. I'm like, y'all ain't that much younger than me. But it's true indeed they are. So it's been a good rap, you know. So now my pursuit going forward is I want my own radio show. I want to do a TV talk show. I want to do a game show. I basically want to take Steve Harvey's career.
I got you.
I actually did. I followed him after I was one of the interim hosts on Apollo when Steve left. So, you know, all that came from being on Kings of Comedy and stuff like that. So.
And now, not to talk about the heat, but you're kind of stepping up for J. Anthony Brown right now.
Yeah, well,
he's taking a break.
But he's back. Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
He's back.
Anthony Brown quit his job Wednesday. He returned Monday because that's a good job, and he came to his senses.
We thought you had got, you know.
No, I wouldn't even want it like that. Like if he decided to step away because he was, you know, retiring.
Yeah.
But I enjoy listening to him on that show, and I enjoy filling in for him. And I still have my lane. My features weekly, seriously ignorant news. Seriously ignorant news. Yes. We're not ignorant. Our subject matter.
Yes.
So the stories are. Yeah.
So are you an up and coming comedian? Who would you tell him?
Right now, it's a different game, man. You got to be about your multimedia. You know, you got to get your social media grind, and you ain't necessarily got to do Vine videos, but if you could do 15-second snippets, because the mentality of people is so much shorter now, and it's got to be compatible with the device. That's where everybody's getting all the information, our news, our entertainment. It's the device. You can't, like I sell DVDs. It's really like a souvenir. People ain't really going home and watching them. If you want them to see you, you got to give them snippets. It's got to be Snapchat, Instagram, Vine, all that. So that's one of the main things I would say. But more importantly, be business-minded. Be about your business. I mean, the show business is mostly business. If you don't have your business, you can be the funniest dude in the world, but if you don't know how to market and grind yourself, then you ain't gonna go nowhere, because there's not that singular opportunity where you can do a set, bam, you're gone. You know, even if you get on TV now, network viewership is so divided. It's not like when they had, you know, one HBO, one Showtime, and then the network channels. Now it's 50 million channels. You got Hulu, Amazon, all that. So, and my next step for me is to shoot my own special, but I can put on those areas where people can get it, they can download it. Okay.
All right, speaking of that, we're in London and beyond right now with our radio show. So tell them how they can connect with you.
Via social media, Damon Williams is on everything, but it's basically Damon Williams Comedy for Instagram, at Damon Williams. No,
Right.
No S on the end for Twitter, because somebody got my name. Yeah, well, we're going to ride out on it. I'm getting my S back. But in the meantime, guys, you know, and then also follow my son, because he's a social activist, and it's Damon_AF. If you want to get some fat on your brain, follow him. If you want to laugh about it, follow me.
Okay, so Brandon McKinney, 9-year NFL veteran.
Indeed.
Chicago Bears fan?
Yeah.
Okay. He didn't play for Chicago though.
Yeah, it was all right.
So he has flag on the play. So let's get a flag on the play question for him.
Compare the 72-10 Bulls team to the Golden State Warriors team right now.
I literally can tell you that the 72-10 team would smash the Warriors because we were more physical. It was a physical era. We went through Detroit, the bad boys, it was tested by fire, when you could still elbow somebody on the way to the hoop and wouldn't even be a foul. These guys are finesse players, they're shooters. We have put Rodman on Draymond Green, put Pippen on, what's the other light-skinned dude name? On Klay Thompson, and, you know, B.J. Armstrong, because guard Steph Curry, he gonna get his 40, the rest of the team will be shut down.
I like that. I agree with you, too.
Wow.
One more comparison. 85 Bears. I played for Baltimore for 4 years. So 85 Bears, 2000 Baltimore defense.
Actually, the Bears' defense was the most dominant defense I've seen in the history of football, because not only did they destroy people, they did a video like week 9 saying we on our way to the Super Bowl, and they did it, and they won. And they won the Super Bowl by a landslide. It was 46-10, something like that. And it was like, only problem I had with that is they didn't allow Walter Payton to score. He didn't get a chance to get a touchdown. They let Fridge run the ball. But that defense, I mean, to this day, the Giants that followed them with Lawrence Taylor was close. And then the Ravens, you know,
Ravens, they talking about the Ravens, the 2000 defense being one of the best defenses ever.
they are one of, but I say,
the best.
yeah. But they didn't predict a Super Bowl in March and stomp everybody all the way through.
It's about the prediction. I like that.
They backed it up. It's like Ali, I'm the greatest. We shook up the world.
All right, so real quick, we have another show.
Okay.
Ladies' night. All right, Lola J, Chandy Ray, she's not here, myself.
Okay.
And we have a question. We talk about his thoughts, our world. Because it's your thoughts, but it's our world. But it's the man's world, right? So
It would be nothing without a woman or a girl.
There you go. There you go.
You already know.
So Lola J, this is our last question. If you can ask him.
So, on the Ladies Night experience, this is the J spot, right?
Okay.
We talk about what makes you hot and bothered.
All right.
Spin it whichever way you like. I know you. Congratulations on your recent nuptials. We talked about in the show. But what was that hot moment in your career where you knew this is what I want to do? I am here. This is my purpose.
That's funny. I did a office Christmas party for my mother's job. She worked at Ameritech, and they were all like operators and stuff. And after I had a chance to do 20 minutes, maybe. I did 20 minutes. It was in a banquet facility. It was a multicultural audience, and they laughed the whole 20 minutes. And I told my mother and the lady I was dating at the time, like, this, you know, this is what I'm about to do. Like, this is it. You know, but the first time I did real stand-up, I did it twice. The first time I did it, it was like a dry run. Then the next day was All Jokes Aside with Adele Gibbs. That was my first really signing up, and they laughed. And I videotaped it on VHS. And I remember looking at the tape because I said after my first.
He said VHS. Did y'all get that? He said VHS.
Yeah, we talking 92. I said to myself and to the audience, I'm like, I was surprised, like, they're laughing. You know, I was surprised my damn self.
Yeah,
And that's why I was like, okay, this is it. You know, and that was the era when you knew, like I knew several people in Chicago who were already on HBO. Kenny Howe, George Wilborn, Bernie Mac, Adele Givens. That made me say, if they all in this club and they did it from here, then I think I can do this too, and I did. So, yeah.
Wow. All right, two things. Mark Gregory. What you think about our boy Mark Gregory?
Very phenomenal comic. He's spontaneous, which you have to be when you host, especially. And I've seen him multiple times. I've never seen him do the same set verbatim, and that's always impressive because as a comic, you got to have the courage to step outside of your joke, you know, and trust yourself to talk about current events or talk about Miss Mildred with the buttermilk. You know, that was so on there. He said buttermilk and cornbread. That's like cognac to old lady. I sat over here and hollered. I was like, man, that was it. Case dismissed. So very proud of him. And he comes from a lineage, of course we all know, but he's not standing on that. He's doing his own thing and he's doing it his own way. And like we say, anytime Mark called, I'm there.
Last but not least, talk to UK real quick. Tell them where to find you and how you want to hit them up too.
UK, I'm going to come back and do the Real Deal Comedy Jam. My boy Nathan. They got 5 cities over there. Nottingham, Birmingham, London, and the rest of the other ones. So, you know.
The other half.
Yeah, the other half. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Funny dude. But find me on social media at Damon Williams, no S on Twitter. Instagram is Damon Williams Comedy. My hashtag is Hurt Your Face Funny, right? Or Damon is funny.
We got you.
My brother, thank you.
Man,
And we hope to come have you back too.
Yeah, or y'all come to Chicago.
We'll do that.
Hey, this is the Living Out Loud show.
Yep.
I'm Damon Williams. That's
Kim Cam.
I guess that's who that is.
Yeah.
I'm Lover J.
I'm Mr. Big Time, the sexy chocolate titty.
All of that. Ooh, yeah.
All right. Hey, it's Comedian Damon Williams. Right now, I'm being filmed by Cohen Motion Pictures, so I'm expecting to be in a Cohen Motion Pictures production sometime soon, so look out for that.